Let me ask you something. When was the last time you asked your computer a question and it actually understood you? Not a search, not a command, a question. You know, the way you'd ask a colleague. You probably can't remember because it's never happened. And that's not your fault. That's not your skill level. That's not the software you chose. That's the fundamental design of every computer ever built. Think about it for a second. Your computer doesn't know who Bill in London is. It doesn't know what you worked on yesterday unless you tell it exactly where to look. It doesn't connect your spreadsheet to your email to your presentation because each of those programs speaks a completely different language. A language designed for machines, not for you. Every single day, millions of smart, capable people sit down at their computers and unconsciously translate their human thinking into machine logic. We've been doing it so long, we've forgotten it's supposed to be the other way around. That stops here. Hi, we are a company called ExoTech. Hundreds of people across dozens of countries who have spent years, some of them decades, working toward one singular, almost unreasonable goal. To build a computer that thinks the way you do. Not AI, not a chatbot, not another app on top of a broken system, something categorically different. At ExoTech, we call it the ExoBrain. And here's the simplest way to understand it. Today's computers are software-driven. You need to open the right program before you can do anything. Want to send an email? Open the email program. Build a presentation? Open the presentation program. And the data in one? It can't talk to the data in another. The ExoBrain is data-driven, just like you are. You don't need to open a speaking program before you talk to someone. You don't need to select a writing mode before you pick up a pen. You have information, and you decide what to do with it, freely, in the moment. That's exactly how an ExoBrain works. Now, before you ask, yes, this includes AI. AI is a very powerful tool. ExoTech knows that. But AI is just an app. It runs inside the operating environment. It doesn't replace the fundamental problem with how computing is architected. ExoTech isn't building a better app. We are rebuilding the foundation. ExoTech's stated mission is this: the full potential of computing in the hands of the world population, in a socially responsible manner. Every person, every language, every profession, every level of technical experience. The doctor in a rural clinic, the entrepreneur in San Francisco, the student in Sao Paulo who never felt good enough at tech. All of them finally able to use a computer the way a human thinks. That's not a product pitch, that's a civilisational shift. The ExoTech team right now is 1,000 plus members strong. Engineers, designers, marketers, managers, translators, business strategists, people from every background you can imagine. And we are growing our team. Our advanced team is executing a 200 plus target program. Our engineers are already deep in development. This isn't the plan, it's happening. Our organizational structure spans 11 divisions and 33 departments. This is not a startup looking for someone to figure things out. This is a movement looking for personnel and investors who recognize what's being built. Not everyone will, that's fine. The people who do, the ones who hear this and feel something shift, those are exactly the people ExoTech wants to find. Now, I'm not going to tell you everything here. That's not what this is for. This is the moment right before you decide whether something is worth your next 20 minutes of attention. What I will tell you is this. Dozens of senior professionals, people with 30, 40 years of experience in computing, business, finance, and technology, have studied this platform, some for hundreds of hours, and walked away saying the same thing. This completely changes everything. If you're watching this and thinking, I need to know more about this technology, then you're already the right kind of person. And if someone comes to mind, a developer, an engineer, a business mind, someone who spent years frustrated with how computers actually work, someone who wants to be part of something that matters, share this with them. Not because we need the numbers, because they deserve to know this exists. Computers were never supposed to work this way. It's finally time to change that. Talk to the person who showed you this video to find out how you can be part of this exciting team. And join ExoTech today.